What's up, dudes? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. We got big stuff happening. Big stuff. We are progressing very nicely. I'm very excited about where we are today. Very excited about where we are today. Josh sent me something before the stream, and I am so happy about it. Like, I'm bouncing off the walls. I'm excited. Very happy. It's going to seem very minor to you guys, but it's very big on our side of things. It's huge. Huge. Ton of progress being made. Hoonigan. Let's get this tractor wrapped up already. Yup. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. Tractor Will. Keith. Josh. Carfire, who just lost a tooth. Congrats, man. Don't break. 18 years back. Yeah. Cameron, how you doing, man? Faber. Hey, yo. What's up, buddy? Scoot. Cody. Bike from Lego and Pokemon. Welcome in. It's a new name. Sir Cassie, welcome in. Another new name, I believe. How's everybody doing? Welcome in, guys. All right, I'm gonna show you. I'm very excited about today. This is huge. It's gonna seem so small. You might not even notice it. You might not even notice what I'm looking at right now. This. Everything is in one pack. One pack. We've got everything down to one pack. We don't need 15 different downloads for the pack. It's all in one. Everything's integrated. With that, I'll show you exactly what it means. Minus the dash. Yes, it still needs some stuff done, but we still got some stuff we need to do. And we're gonna talk about a bunch of that stuff. And I might even bust out a piece of paper and write down a bunch of stuff. That might be the way to roll this today. I did just make a mistake on my stream deck though, and I need to fix it real quick before we get too far. While that's loading. Default profile. There we go. Okay, I'm good. Yeah, let's see if I can't find it in here. We're gonna start writing stuff down, man. I think we're to a point where we can write stuff down. I think I can list on paper what's left. Get out a notebook here. There we go. All right. Slide this all back out of my way just so I have room for a notebook. All right. Never thought I'd see the day. Yeah, me either. Me either. And I have everything nice and neatly laid out here. I just bought everything new from the store so we could see exactly what's going on with the pack, exactly what we need to do. Gonna lay this all out. If I go to my mods and DLCs and I click on the 1025R 7.5, everything's there. It's all in one place. It's all there. Okay, so let's start making a list. Let's go through this, man. So tractor. Let's start there. Obviously, it still needs the dash that Keith is working on. I'm gonna write down dash plus decals. Keith is hard at work on. The next thing we need to do for the tractor is sort out the options. Right now, there's a few things going on that we could fix. The front loader attacher, so you can see nothing is changing when I toggle that on and off. These need to go away when I toggle it off. So I'm just gonna write down options cleanup. Pen sucks. See if I can't find it better. Yeah, I got one. Options cleanup. All right. Decals are partially done. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Man, we're there. Things are happening, guys. Things are happening. Options cleanup. I'm gonna write down wheels, because they still need to be 100% flushed out, right? We need to make sure all of the wheel options are exactly what we want them to be, which right now they are very close. There's just some minor things that need done with like the tracks here, right? So that's not a whole lot there with the wheels. I think there might have been one or two in here I saw that we might need to change or something, but no, they actually all look pretty good right now. So center mass tweaks, yeah. So sliding issue, which is either to do with wheel friction or center of mass. So there's that collision issue with the sliding. I actually think it's more to do with because the collisions are actually pretty solid at the moment. Obviously, it needs full collisions to be complete, but there is collisions there, and none of them need to be putting a combination together would work it. Try center mass on it. See what that does. I'm not gonna mess with it today, but yes. And once that's done, once we have dash decals, the options cleaned up, wheels, the sliding issue figured out, I need to do some engine work. I can do that with you guys. Maybe not today, but I do need to work on the engine just a little bit tweaking there. Because the engine that I borrowed it from was not a complete model. It's actually a base game engine. I need to just do a little bit of cleanup, just so that way it looks a little bit better if you pop the hood. There's a spot there where some faces are missing and stuff like that. Yep. We will get that done. Okay. And then that is the tractor, for the most part, sorted. Okay. Front axle collision, main component. Thought it was mass 2. It could be. It could be. I don't think it is, but it could be. We'll mess with that. That's not a big deal. Something we can come back to. Should be a fairly easy bug fix. The front loader. Obviously that right there that just happened. Just saw it. Front loader. Tipping. Over. And shop. I believe that's a collision issue. I need to actually write down collisions for everything. The other thing is we need dirt and wear masks on everything, and that's something we're going to probably do very soon. Do my research, figure out how to do it. Talk to a few people that know how to do it. Start figuring it out. So there's that. I need to see it hooked up to the tractor real quick just so we can see there. Make sure there's no major issues popping out. I believe there might be still a few things to adjust with the tipping. And it only tips over in store. You'll notice. In game, it's actually really good. Nope. Loader is, for the most part, worked out. There's a few... I'm going to write down minor cylinder adjustments. You see that on that front bar there when I tip it. Go to tip it out. You see, it kind of pokes up out, and we'll need to adjust the limits. And max rotation, yes. Odds and ends on the loader. Basically, it's pretty much there. Pretty much there. I think I need to put it like this to be able to detach it. Yes. We'll do a good function test on all of our attachments. We got pallets over there, so we're going to do that real quick. Everything here should be pretty much good. Should be. I did notice a couple things maybe that didn't get translated over in the pack that I think I have an update for that I could quickly fix. Shouldn't be no big deal. Yeah, it picks up a pallet. Obviously, it needs a collision on the back there. Yes, it does pick up a pallet, which is exactly what it's supposed to do. So that's pretty cool. Might need to, yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to tweak the collisions on it just a little bit. And the thing is these collisions that are on it aren't necessarily made for this model. They're borrowed collisions. So, Chris, I appreciate you. Appreciate you coming over. Josh, thank you for sending them. So let me write down pallet forks. And main thing is collisions. And I noticed when I bought it in the store, store image obviously, so everything needs the store image corrected just slightly. Oh, actually, this one's pretty good in the store. So collisions. Collisions, and it'll be right as rain. I really like that hammer tone finish on there. That looks really good. I'm not gonna lie. I really like that. Mower deck in my store. It just needs the store image. It never had the store image. Store images are super easy too, so maybe we'll work on that if we get done with the grapple. Which we're getting to. We're getting there. I'm gonna hit the. I didn't see a store image on the mower deck. Maybe not in the pack. Maybe we has one now. Okay. So we won't need the store image on the mower deck. So then the mower deck works pretty much flawlessly, right? We'll do a quick little test run, but I'm pretty sure it pretty much does exactly what it's supposed to do all the way through and through. Drive away from the loader for a second. I believe we even corrected the drive over stuff. How far am I from 5K? Let me get an exact number for you. Channel dashboard. We are at 4,901 to be exact. So 99 subscribers away from 5K. 99. Oh my goodness. I can't believe it's that close. Can't believe it's that close. And it, like I said, I think we're going to hit that 5K like exactly when I thought we were going to. Okay, so the drive over thing is still present. We still need to make sure we can drive over it. Write down drive over. Which basically means that all the tires, we got to check with every single set of tires that's available in 1025 and make sure that we can actually drive over it with all of them. Because I believe the tire size is affecting it. And then the other thing might be scale. We might need to make the whole thing just a little bit narrower, just so we're not having to worry about hitting on any of the tires, which you can see with this set we are. Yeah. So scale. We'll just scale the whole thing down a little bit. That would probably be the easiest way, although there might be other ways. That stashing cam? Oh, my bad. Yeah, so we'll work on that. That might not be today's project. It might just be move the attacher joint around a little bit. I know with the tracks in particular, that's probably going to cause some issues. Let me try a different set of tires just to see how they work with it, because I want to test the function of the mower, and I'm sure we have a good set that'll work with it. Oh, you're all right, Chris. I got you. No worries. I'm pretty sure these fat tires worked. Tracks and drove over. Okay. Yeah, we'll just basically go back down through the whole list of tires, make sure every set of tires works and all that good stuff. Yes, I can drive over with this set, but I am getting hung up just a little bit. I feel like the scale got slightly bigger on it altogether. Or am I crazy? Yeah, because this set's not working either. I'm getting hung up on it. And it looks bigger than what it was. I could be wrong. I don't know. Same tractor as before? No, this should be the new... Well, you might be right. Yeah, you're right. Let me try with this one. Tires look different. My memory sucks. Alright, let's try this. I can reverse over, and I can drive over. Again, rear tires hanging up. So again, I don't think I could slide it forward any because of where it's at. It's definitely getting hung up on it. That's okay. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. That's, at least we figured out. We know, we have that written down. We know we need to do it. Snowplow. Skilled mower bit. That's probably what we're gonna do. Probably exactly what we're gonna do. I'm not gonna do it right this very second, just because I have a bunch of other stuff I plan to do today. And I want to get through this whole list here of all the attachments and make sure I know exactly what's going on with each of them. Let's hook up to the front loader again. Oh, I forgot to opt for the front loader on this one. Maybe the other one. There we go. We'll see. There you go. That'd be cool. Strobe. This gave me an idea for silage. That's cool. Cool. Go up to that real quick. And we'll ditch the forks. And then let's hook the... I can't really test it, but we're just going to double check this, the cylinders and everything. And I'll write down function test in the snow. But at least this way we can make sure all the cylinders are right. And this version is wrong. This does not have the updated version. So I need to add the updated snowplow. So I'm gonna write snowplow and then I'm gonna skip over it for now. I'm pretty sure the weight's gonna be the same thing. Okay. Paint the ground gravel. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. That's probably a really good idea, actually. I was thinking about that. Yell at me about shop area. Let me make a patch over here then for testing. And I'll just move everything over there. Yeah, I have an updated version of the plow that has all the cylinders working. I know that for sure. Let's see if I can't just push the mower. I'll just pick it up. Pick it up, float it on over. And same with the forks. We'll put them over there. Gone through all these. And some of these, this has kind of been part of the problem, is that everybody's on different versions. Like here, this getting hung up here, I don't remember seeing that as an issue before. And that might have been something I did with the... super strength, but we will have to check that, make sure that's not a thing. I'm gonna skip the log grapple just for a second. We're gonna come to it last. It shouldn't be much at all to do with it today. It should be very, very, very simple with it. Bale spike looks good, seems to function well. We're gonna double check it, try to pick up a bale, see if we can do that. I have a bale over here. Yeah, that version of the plow needs definitely had some issues, but I believe the version I have in my thingy's much better. It does seem that I can pick up a bale. It does seem to slide pretty much all the way back. Carries it without a ton of issue, which is good to see. It's maybe a little wobbly. Maybe a little wobbly. But that's a tractor thing, not a bale spear thing. So I'm gonna say the bale spear is complete. Maybe not complete. I'm gonna say it needs collisions. I think the store image might have been... Yeah, all these are like a little bit too dark of a green. Like it needs to be like the loader bucket. So I'm gonna write down store image. Collision. collisions. And then somebody to really play test it. So, wrong snowplow in there. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. I have the other version. I should be able to just add it myself. It shouldn't be a big deal. Now the loader bucket. So let's do it real quick. Yeah, it's probably gonna be a little wobbly. Josh Knapp has been a major modder on the project the whole time, at least for the last several months. He's been involved in everything to do with the project. So yeah, Josh Knapp is he's here to help. Let me see if I can't. I wonder if I can't spawn. I'll tell you what. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get a little trailer. Buy it. Icon generator. Yeah. But the problem is in GE, when you add your color mask, it goes off of like whatever default color you set it to in GE, and I think most of them I didn't actually set the John Deere green, the RGB code or whatever. I'm pretty sure is what happened. I'm seeing something there too. That's not quite right. It's got the 3-point lowered for the trailer. Let me get it out of the garage just so I can see it. Write that down. Raise 3-point trailer. Okay, that's easy. Easy enough. Just so that way it's not completely riding the ground, but that's fine. And then we're gonna fill, and then we're gonna come over here. We'll dump it. Control I. So we got a pile of something here to work with. Super weird how this trailer tips. That's kind of a good test right there, just so we could test the bucket, make sure it's all working properly. Ghost trailer there. I do see a major collision thing there going on. That's okay, we can work that out. So write that down. Bucket. I believe it has the wrong material assigned as well, which is not a big deal. It should be really easy to fix. I believe it's on 2 or something right now. Looks like plastic. So we'll just have to set the default material to, we'll set it to that 40 that Scoop told us about it, because I like that. I'll do that for all of them. Seems to be working nicely. I don't see any major issues. Collisions. Seems to do exactly what it's supposed to do. Seems to be doing exactly what it's supposed to do. Oh, it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, so the collision. And let me write down material. So that's that. The bucket's good. It's pretty much ready to go for us. I'll double check the forks for it while I have it hooked up, just because it's super easy. And they're set up exactly like the other pallet forks, so if the other ones work, these ones in theory should work exactly the same. Everything's sliding. Everything appears to be in the right position. I might need to adjust it just a hair. Grass. Oh, it was all right. Nothing too crazy. I haven't tried to pick up a bale with this. Can you pick up a bale with it? Sure can. So really, if you're looking for like the most functional attachment, get a bucket and some forks. If you want to know what that's going to be my go-to. If I don't want to buy 15 attachments, you know, that right there can do a lot of work on its own. I didn't see those kind of wobbling around, kind of funny though. Might have to tweak that a little bit. Hey, Carfire, no problem, man. Hide or remove the forks from the bucket. I thought about doing it that way, but I don't know that it would work. It might be an option, like with a work mode type or something like that. It'd probably be really complicated though, is the only thing. I'm not sure. Have not tried. Yeah, right now it's just an attachment, so you just disconnect it like any other attachment. They don't take up much space, was kind of my thought process. What fucking forks? I'm gonna write wobbly. Is my notes. Because they kind of wobble around on there a lot. And the collision. Although, to be fair, having that collision there might be a good thing. Just that way the pallet's not sliding back too far, but it doesn't need to be that big. It can be much smaller. Same thing you were asking. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you just hit Q. Just detach them just like any other attachment. There you go. Attach a joint scale. Okay. Yeah. I imagine that should be pretty easy. That's what I was kind of thinking it might have been, is that the attach a joint might have got fucked with at some point. But. Yep. Dial that in. That should be pretty easy. Yeah. I thought it was pretty cool. That was actually one of my moderators' idea, Floof. Floof came up with that. Thought it was really smart. Really smart idea. He sent me a link to some forks on Amazon. They're like $300 or something like that. You can get them for like any bucket. They're just like a C-clamp, hook them up. Really smart. Okay, so I'm seeing that the 3-point appears to be sitting too low all the time on the tractor. So we'll need to raise that. Yeah, because when I went to lower it, it actually raised it a little bit. Yeah, so that's just something we need to tweak a little bit. This is a box plow. Allow create fields on. Create fields. Just a nice little plow. I think it seems to work pretty well. I might mess with the effects a little bit. Even the store, it's all really nice too. I'll double check. But box blade. Effects are maybe a little big. That's really my only complaint about the box blade at all. I'm pretty sure I'm really happy with this one. Let me double check the store just to make sure there's nothing hiding, but I need to double check all these in the store just to make sure there's nothing major going on. Yeah, the snowplow, I know that's the wrong version, so that doesn't mean much. This, I can't tell if the color there is closer. I don't think it is. I feel like it's a little bright. We might have to get that right. And with this one, you get the option of logo, no logo. And then this one doesn't have the color palette. So I have an update for this one. So I'm technically looking at the wrong version. I need to see the right version to know for sure. This is actually a really old version. The pins are different than what they're supposed to be, I think. Shockingly. Yeah, I'll update this because it doesn't have the color palette. But yeah, if you want to make it Kubota orange or whatever. Yeah, it's easy. And then I definitely noticed the rear weight's the wrong version. I have to update the rear weight. So let's go ahead and whip out these updates real quick to the pack and see if it fixes any of these issues. And then I will very quickly get started on the grapple here. Let's quickly throw my updates in. Terraform, yeah. I don't have it set up for Terraform, but if you'd like to, feel free. Load knives, that would be really cool. But I don't know. Well, what we could do is maybe do a work mode and be able to hide them. That's a good idea. It's a really good idea. I'm gonna write that down. So that might be a good project for you, Josh. If you want to look at seeing if we can make it so we can hide the tines on that. I'm not sure what all would be required to do that, but I don't. Yeah, if you want to work on that, and can it go to console if it has Terraform? Is my I don't know for sure on that. I haven't. Maybe we have to do yeah, on the box blade. Let me pull that up in G real quick. Or yeah, what I'm thinking. I'll show you what I'm thinking here. Deere 40 TC. Fold them, raise the ground node, and it won't plow. That might work. That might work. And then folding just makes them disappear. I believe they're on a separate node, yeah. So we could totally do a hide with that. And then you don't even have to take the hardware, where really the hardware can stay. Just sits there waiting on the. That's a really good idea. It's a really good idea. Both plow and leveling behind it. There you go. Okay. Yeah. That might be a cool project if you want to work on that. I don't know what else you got going on. What other projects you're into at the moment. So I need to pull mine out of recycle bin though, so I can update that. So the restore that. Let me go back in here in general, restore all of them, because there might be a few. Snowplow I need to restore. There's something else I need to restore. What was it? The rear weight, yeah. Restore that. And then we'll go to mods. And then we can pull snowplow. Texture shouldn't have changed. We'll just delete the snowplow out of here. Delete. Drag these over. Let me go. It should have changed. There is a mower next door image in there. Okay. Interesting. XML, let's do the snowplow. Move it over. And then we'll do, just double check the mod desk. Master mod desk. Yeah, it should be all fine. There shouldn't be anything in there. Just double check it. XML. Everything looks right. JD snowplow for the XML. I gotta rename this. JD snowplow. Alright. And then check the XML. There's just gonna make sure it's gonna pull the right i3D, which it should because I just moved it over from the same place. Deere plow i3D. Yep, that should be all fine. Okay. i3D, textures folder in there. Have a texture folder in there. A notepad, okay. This one back. i3D notepad. Steer plow, open and with notepad. T in the textures folder. I don't think there is actually any textures to this one. It shouldn't be anything really to swap. Very top lines will be your textures. Yeah, there's really no textures going on here. Vehicle shader, default, yeah, this one's all good. This one won't be any issue. Very top ones, yeah, I'm not seeing anything up there we need to worry about. Yeah, the plow would be the one that we'd have to check, or the box blade. So the rest of this stuff in theory can go away. Shouldn't need it anymore. Shouldn't need it. And then we have, let's do the rear weight next because I know it's desperately gonna need this. Delete, drag these two over, go to our XML again. Slice weight, and then just double check. Nothing should have changed here. Shouldn't be anything to worry about here. But I'm gonna do it anyway, just to make sure. That is under Autodesk. Yeah, 1024 hour slice weight. Yep, it's all the same. Okay. Tractor model almost done. We're getting there, Lucas. We're getting there. Okay, so rear weight should be done, should be gone. Let's do the plow. Move it over. i3D, change your XML, store image path. Okay. I'll double check it, but yeah. We'll double check. Deere 40. Yeah, that needs to go. This needs to come in. And then the XML. Not sure if there's definitely going to be some differences, so we are going to need the other one. And then it should be that. We'll double check in here. All of these, now that like he said, the storage path is the same. Store JD 40 DDS. It should be right. Store JD 40. Yep, it should be right. Shouldn't be any big deal here. I think we should be good. Lucas, as has been said About 10 gajillion times now, yes. Yeah. Yep. Yep. It looks like everything's happy. I'm not seeing anything that's not happy at the moment. Because, yeah, it's just calling for the storage 8040 DBS. And then if we check the RxML, just make sure the snowplow, storage 80 snowplow DBS, yep, should be the same. And then we'll double check the slice rate, check the IPv6 text file pass. Okay, we'll do that as well. Store before the you're good. Okay, yeah, store 1025R slice weight DDS. I'm pretty sure that's the way I'd had them all done before, so it shouldn't have been cause for concern at all. I don't think. I'll pull from Nvidia. Yes, that was the goal. In-game stuff for now, at least, and then we could go back and change it later if we want to change anything. Let me see if everything worked and see how we look in game. Screwed up already. I left the box paw in my mod folder. Super easy fix. We'll find out real quick. Pull the items in store. Yeah. Most of them are pretty well cleaned up. Yep. For the most part, when we went through all of these, that was like the very first thing once I in-gamed them was get at least most of the errors out. There might be one or two stragglers here or there on some of them, but okay. Tab back over here. Let me pull up the store. It's yelling about the loader mounting hardware for Chrome and the mower DDS for the store image. So I'll have to check that. The mower, that's why it's not pulling the mower store image. And now it's not pulling any of my store images. Okay. So I do have to double check there. That's fine. We want to change most of the store images anyway, so I'm not going to stress too much about that at the moment. I want to make sure that they're actually in-game and showing up and doing what they're supposed to do. It is not. Okay. The box blade, nope. Is the rear weight? Nope. Okay. All the ones I just did. Set a DM. Okay. Hop back out of the game and go fix it. DM. Store / store. Okay. Easy fix. i3D 1025. Yeah, okay. I got you. So it needs to be i3D / 1025R slice weight. Yep. And then it's gonna be DDS. We're gonna do /store. Store / store. Easy fix. Easy fix across the board. Store / question mark and then i3D / 40i3D. Wow. It's going to be store / store. And then 3D / should be an easy one. Yeah, it always is. I say that every time, don't I? Every time. It comes back to bite me in the ass. We'll see how it goes. Should have it all now. We'll find out very quickly. Load, game, load. Faster. 21%. We haven't worked on the log grapple once yet. Should retitle the stream. Evaluating where we are on the mod. I'm gonna do that. That's really what we're doing today. Evaluating where we are. Got the grappling pretty damn good. Good. I figured you did. That's why I was less worried about making sure we got all of it started up right away. Okay, so that was a good sign. Snowplow, yep, it's in game. We'll do a quick function test of it then. I need to buy one again. I'm gonna move my store here. We'll just double check it, but I'm pretty positive we had that all working just about perfectly last week. You see a couple little minor things I could tweak, but yeah. Okay. Tractor with the loader. Tractor with the loader. Where did I put it? It's over here. I see my plow is now red. And my raise and lower looks better on it. Upward spot is much better. It's cool. That was a good side effect of updating. It's very hard to see. Yes, cylinders are working. Snowplow needs function test. We'll go check the log just to make sure there's nothing hiding in there. That raise pretty great. Be surprised how often we hear that in here. Mower DDS. It's yelling at me about collision mask bit 21. Valid vector 3. So I'm gonna write down errors. The default hydraulic sound. Yeah. Valid attacher joint index 0. Okay. So a few things there, but nothing that is outlandish or unfixable. So yeah, it looks good. Cylinders work. That's pretty cool. Let's check our box blade. It is showing up in game properly. And all of the errors that are showing are for something else. No, there is one error. Shader parameter color mount 1 not found for material blade map. Okay. I'll write that down. One error. Super easy. And then let's see the rear weight. Yes, that's showing up the right color now. I want to adjust this slightly in rear weight. I'm gonna adjust the square tubing. That it's sitting on. Just that way it looks like it's sitting on there a little bit nicer. Looks like it's actually being supported right now. It's like barely sitting on there. But that's pretty easy. That would take me 0 time. Actually, honestly, we could do that like right now. It's gonna take nothing. Hi 3D. The slice weight. Okay. Quick little adjustment here. This should be really quick. Should be nothing to this. Support base. These weight supports. Just scale them in a little bit. And that should solve pretty much all of it. And then it looked like they were off center just a little bit, but I don't know if it's the weight or the I don't know if it's the weight or the actual part itself there. I scaled those in pretty far, and they didn't really seem to move much in game. Let me make sure I'm actually reloading this. Let's save this, right? Do one more story and reload. They didn't actually move. Why didn't he move? Try to reload it in game. I did not mean to drop the plow, but I did. It's alright. Just wanted to drop the weight, but pick this up real quick. We'll just do a F12 reload, see what happens. Scale on the weight in general is off a little bit too. So I'm gonna write down scaling. In general, needs to be corrected. Yeah, that looks a lot better. They're still not where they need to be exactly, but it's pretty good. So why is it showing up in the store weird? Oh, there, now it's not. Okay. So now we just need to adjust the position of them. Which they need to slide just slightly to the right. Let's call this 5 seconds. Sure, the truck hit. Yeah, literally. Exactly what happens. Do that all the time. Anytime I get distracted in ATS, it's an instant accident waiting to happen. Not a game you could play distracted. I feel like I'm moving them way more in GE than what they're moving in game. Yeah, I don't feel like that moved at all. And now they're way far off the one side. Get down there with the flashlight and see what we look like. That's pretty damn close. Let me buy another one that's just the 3 post, or the 3, yeah, that looks right. I don't know why reloading it in game is making it reload for the store, and the store item reload isn't doing anything. That's very strange. Super strength on. Look there. It looks pretty good. Maybe the weight needs to move up a touch. Like that much. Literally not at all. Yep, that fixed it. That looks really good. Much better. Looks like it's actually sitting on there. And obviously that's the heavy part, so that's what's gonna hold it on there. Again, I probably need to scale the whole thing back just a little bit, just because it's a little too wide right now. And maybe we just scale it this way. Makes the most sense there. Looks a little better. Still not perfect. I need to move the attacher joint just a little bit. Since we move things just a little bit as well. Looks a little better. And then that bottom reference node needs to be back out a little bit. I can't remember if that's done XML or if it's done another way. Oh, the attacher joint's the bottom, and then okay, so move that down and move the top reference node up a little bit. There we go. Move the attacher joint in a touch. Very easy thing to adjust here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get it done out of the way. That way I'm not worried about it. Ass crack more. I feel pretty good about it. I'm just moving these arms back just a hair. It's not much at all. That looks a lot better because of it. It's sitting nicely on the thing, so super easy to do. Let me hook up to this one. Doing a 12 on it. See, minor tweak makes a big difference. Diesel, how you doing, man? Cool. So the weight, I did both of those things. Was there an error on the weight? I feel like there might have been that one. No, 0 errors. Weights. I could send the weight to Giants after I throw some dirt and wear maps on it if I wanted to. Weight 2, and you can go 2, 3, 5. I might adjust the values a little bit on the actual weight itself, but how much it weighs and whatnot. Yeah, you guys get the idea. That's cool. Done. Check that off the list. Okay, let's do the grapple stuff that we were supposed to be doing today. Syncs to the shop floor. Let's figure that out. That's going to be in our XML. I'm almost sure of it. XML for the log grapple. And we're just going to have it drop in from the sky just a little bit. Translation offset, let's make that 0.05. Try that out. It should be super easy. Yep. 0.06. I'm guessing maybe you moved a collision around a little bit, and that's what's happening. Like 0.04. Kind of rattling around. I think it did a bit. Yeah, that's my guess is it's a collision got tweaked just a little bit. I was unhappy about it. Actually, we can look and see. I didn't get moved much. From what I'm remembering. The grapple. It's the manure fork. We gotta change the names on some of these i3Ds too to get all those set right. Some file cleanup in general. Stuff like that. Okay. Let me do very quick little collision change. Game's probably reading it as too low. So I'm gonna move it up a touch and see what happens. Kind of seems like that better. Obviously, we need to get the right collisions on it. That would make a big difference too. Oh, it knows exactly where it's reading it from, but yeah. Let me. I want to try it out. See how they look. I meant to check the log too on here. Connection host stuff. Yep, exactly what I thought. And that 013 index that it's looking for. That I'm not sure why. Colors are changing appropriately. That all is working. So let me go ahead and hook up to it. I need the other tractor, do I not? No, it is this one. The i3D map, so there's no collisions really. And yeah, that might be part of it too. That might be part of it too. Japanese skin for the F4 Phantom is coming at 7. It is showing them in game, which is interesting. If it doesn't know where they are. Yes. It appears to be moving very nicely. Appears to be moving very nicely. Oh my goodness. Get my face right down in there so we can see it. It's staying on the pins, right? Yeah, basically. Well enough to be convincing. There you go, guys. That's the that's what we were working on all the past 2 weeks. Trying to make all that work right. Look at that, it's working right. Open and close, open and close. Let me go put the log. Plop it on down. Kind of get under it a little bit now, which you couldn't really do before. Yeah, I definitely need some collision tweaking. It's kind of finicky about the collisions, which I kind of figured it would be. So what we'll have to do is just make it its own collisions, which, I mean, we need to do with that with everything, so. It's not dropping it, so. It's a pretty good sign. It's the spawn logs too. Yeah. Yeah, I know the spawn logs can be kind of funky. They are big. Way bigger than just about any other log you're going to pick up. They're thicker. I mean, it's holding it. It's holding it really well. Not upset. I mean, it's a little wobbly because of the collisions, but it's very wobbly because of the collisions. But she goes into a bit of a drunken stupor there if you let it. But I mean, everything's moving right. The model looks fantastic. I'm really happy with the model. I can't say it enough how happy I am how it came out. Looks great. It's 10 times better than I did before, and it really didn't take me very long to do. It was maybe like what, 2 hours of model changing, modeling. How close you close the claw? Yeah. Yeah. Again, though, if we get the collisions exactly right, it should help with that a little bit. And that log, again, is weird. It's kind of a bigger log than what you're going to pick up most of the time. I don't see much to do on it. Like, collisions? Hoses? I can work on hoses, maybe. But we don't have hoses to the loader yet, so that's I gotta remember that, too. The loader really needs hoses. I got a page full of stuff here on all this stuff. Smaller pages, but obviously, but... let's wrap around them. Yeah, exactly. Once we get those collisions done, it should be much happier with us, I would imagine. Let me start another page up. So definitely on the list. Yes. I haven't started one for loader yet. Or yes, I did. I'm sorry. I did. Where did I put that? There it is. Hoses. And that means for anything with the cylinder on it. So that's the plow and the grapple. Plow, hoses, and the grapple. All I'm writing down for the grapple is collisions and hoses. Obviously, everything needs dirt wear masks, function tests, all that stuff. Yeah, we did take a peek at the loader, but what I had written down for the loader is that the tipping in the store, I got to figure that out. The minor cylinder adjustments for that front pin there that's wonky, and then adjusting the limits, store image, and hoses. Yeah, we're there. So what are we gonna do on this list? We could start on. Let's work on the loader a little bit. Let's work on the loader a little bit since we have some time here. Yeah, on the grapple, I don't think there's much we need to change at all. I don't think there's much we need to change. Save that. Come out. Let's go work on the loader. Let me get hooked up to it real quick. Or I am hooked up to it. Perfect. Yeah, we're gonna work on that very front pin. See if I can't work it out. Oh, the grapple doing? The grapple's done, man. Grapple's good. Grapple is ready to go. And anything with hydraulics need fittings for them. I did actually model some fittings. I haven't imported them yet. Let me pull that up for you so you can see. They're not fancy. It might be better to pull fittings from something else. I hadn't decided yet what I wanted to do. Hoses are a major thing. Hoses are gonna take forever. I got a feeling. Night, Hooney. Sorry, I just seen you. Just seen the thing there. Yeah, I did model little fittings. They're nothing fancy. Just a cylinder with a couple extruded faces. I could probably make some fancy ones. Oh, fuck it. Let's model some fancy hoses. Fancy fittings. Yeah, I feel like modeling. Why not? Let me move my stuff out of the way here so I can get the keyboard back in here. Modeling needs a little bit more attention from me. Cylinder. Let's go with. I need an image of a hose fitting here. Tractor. Female cutie. That'll work. I can work with that. This is what I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna attempt to model the fitting there on the right. That's what we're gonna go for. Long weekend, yeah, 3-day weekend. 3-day weekend. Let me stick this over here out of the way. I'm gonna make a super detailed little. Those are assets in game. Yeah, they are. But I could also model them. That's really cool too. I like modeling, so. Is a podcast. It does. It does. Like 20. Probably gonna end up changing it anyway. Like 5 there. Shoot, I really don't want 32 vertices, so let me have that one. So let's go for like. I could probably get away with. Go 14. Should be plenty. Damn it. And then edit mode. I'll move it. It's about right in terms of size. Kenny, welcome in. Okay. So now let me hide the rest of the grapple because I won't need it. Just to get my scale somewhat set. Okay, now what we're gonna do is, I feel like it needs to be a little longer, just a little bit. Copy the whole thing. Slide it up. We're gonna scale the whole thing up just a little bit. About like that. We're gonna shorten it up. This is gonna be our collar. Moves up and down. Go a little smaller on the scale. About like yay. It's gonna sit about there. Then we're gonna want to add another cylinder. Drag it over. Snap it on there. Oh shit, no. Add again. I did all that wrong. Add cylinder. This is going to be a 6-sided cylinder, aka a hexagon. This is going to be our hex fitting at the bottom. Scale the whole thing down, shorten it up. Slide it up about like yay. There's the very basics of our fitting. So now this guy, this top cylinder here, we're gonna adjust it quite a bit here to make it more detailed. We're going to Control C. No, Shift C. Let me make this its own selection real quick. We can shade smooth these real quick as well. It's not gonna hurt anything. So it's got ridges and some spots. I'm not gonna go like super over the top there. Work from home. Yeah, that's where I wish I was, but I'm not. Why can I not cut it in the middle? Okay, so then I guess here's what we'll do. Then Shift D again. And then we could take the middle section. This one. Scale it down just a tiny bit. Make the top the right height. Why is that scaling the whole thing? Put it back how I found it. Yeah, I need the diameter go down, but the height to be the same. I could just use the snap tool too, but honestly, actually, that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna use the snap tool. Just make sure I get it exactly right. Really doesn't need to be that small either, but that's okay. What we're gonna do is actually scale the whole thing up a little bit. And then we'll just scale these ones back down a little bit. About like that. What I'll probably do is actually delete this one. So it's exactly the same, top and bottom. There's your QD portion. Again, still a little tall. Whole thing. Really probably needs to be more like that. That looks about right. Now we need to go to face select. And select this very top face. And delete it. Let me grab the whole thing there. We're going to delete all these faces in the middle, I think. Not the middle two, though. We can't delete those two. So we can delete this one. Delete face, delete face. Let's grab our top one. And we're going to extrude it by downscaling it. About like that. Again, we don't want the top face, which currently we do not have. And we don't want the inside faces to be smooth. So we'll go around. Well, I guess we do want those to be smooth. We don't want the... We don't want that to be smooth, that one. Shade flat on that one. There you go. Let's see what that gives you. Watch Farm Sim stream. That's awesome, dude. Glad you got to check it out. Good dude. Really good dude. Buddy to the channel. You can kind of see the effects that gives you. It almost looks like it's a spot you'd plug that in. Like a fitting into there. It's probably more vertices than it needs to be, but detail, man, detail. This guy, we're gonna need some bevels on. Change your clip distance. I don't even know how to do that, so. Don't even know how to do that. Actually, I really don't want this top face to. Yeah. There we go. Maybe a little bit more. Well, I'd be right about there. There you go. Fitting. Top next to your gyro. Flip distance. Click view tab. Oh. View. Take your start clip way down. View tab. View. Oh, here. There's a menu for it. There's a menu. Clicked it. And that was just for you, Legacy. Since you're yelling at me. Hit N. Now what am I looking for? I might keep working on this. I thought that was funny. Legacy probably didn't find it as funny as I did, but... Freaking boomer. Doesn't even matter for what we're doing, to be honest. I mean, like, we're pretty much done with this. Pretty much. I don't actually want it to be chrome, though. It's not technically the right color. I need to make a new color. New, we're going to call it galvanized metal. Let's call it galvanized. And then base color is going to be a little more on the gray side. It will have a little metallic to it. Not a lot, though. Have to be pretty matte. Fear Farms, how are ya? My fire should focus your mind. I didn't do anything. This is the way that it came. I did nothing. Yeah, much more roughness to it. Yeah. Somewhere in there. Literally don't have to do this, but think of what else we could add to it to make it look a little more galvanized. Does subsurface do anything? No. Not really. That's fine for what we're doing. We're just gonna go with that. Pretty sure I spelled galvanized wrong, but whatever. Question for me, what's up? Okay, so I'm trying to think of like what we could do to make the... We're not gonna get that checkered pattern, but what could we do to make it look a little more accurate? I just keep getting added. Yeah, good luck with that. Probably should scale the whole thing down. It's a little big, yeah. There you go. Does it look roughly like a hydraulic fitting? Edge split modifier, take out the bubble. Edge split would do it. Yeah, it did help. Add it here too. Yeah. That's better. Looks like a fitting. Close. Weighted normal. You do weighted normal. That's in modifiers too, isn't it? Yeah, weighted normal. Face area. Edge split, crank the modifier from 3 to 180. Alright, let me go back to when it was there. So we try it. 30 to 180. Okay, let me go back again. 30 to 180. Yeah, it does look a little better. 30 to 180. We add it here too. Split. That helps a little bit. Apply the modifiers, apply an export. Oh, okay. I didn't know you didn't have to do that. I always hit apply. And then you said weighted normal. Weighted normal. Should I change any of the settings with it, or? Doesn't look like it changes a whole lot. Oop. Okay. I'll leave it. Will I weighted normal? Do I need to add it to all of them? Or just the top one? Okay. Oh. If we turn down the edge split, what's it do? Now I'm curious. Still don't see much changing. I don't know. I don't know how this thing works. It just work here. Kind of think I like that look right there a little better. Like 90. Turn the threshold up a little bit. Yeah, I still don't see much of a difference. It's selected on face area. Maybe if I change that. If you're gonna make suggestions, please make sure that you know what it is you're suggesting, that it isn't already there. Because yes, it does. I did need to tweak the engine model again, like I said, but that's all Josh. You can thank Josh for that one. It was all him. Yeah, I think I like that there. That one. It's all right, Fear. It's not a big deal. Just ask before you go making suggestions. That's what you're looking for. It will look good in game. I'm trying to think of that, like how to make it look a little bit nicer, though. I'm not sure how to do it. I'll let you see some picture of this view thing. I don't know how it's gonna happen, but because I clicked view and yeah, I don't know. I didn't see nothing, so. Yeah, I don't know, like, if there's any way we could like add a checkering to it. Short of doing a decal, because otherwise it's going to be super high poly. Right now, what is it? It's 320. 320 is kind of high. Probably much higher than it needs to be. Oh, I just realized I accidentally deleted a face earlier too that I wasn't supposed to. Easy fix. There we go. Scale the material 39 maybe. We'll try it. Try it for sure. Let me throw the grapple back in just so I can see exactly what it's gonna look like on the cylinder. We'll have to rotate them and everything in game or in GE. I'm not gonna do that in Blender, but I'm just gonna leave it completely zeroed out. We can tweak it that way. Just in case we need to bring the scale down, which it looks like we are gonna have to do. I can get the scale down a little bit at least here, so it's not huge. But I also need to see it on the... I did grid for the grapple just in a circle. I could do that, but then we're talking super, super high poly count. I don't know that I want to do that. I mean, the grid on the grapple was worth it, but on a little itty bitty fitting, I don't know that that's worth it. The other thing we might want to do is add maybe a little bit of thread off of the end of it. Now that I'm looking at it, just that way it's not a huge ass nut trying to shove into the top of the cylinder there. So yeah, let me go put it back to 0. Tweak my camera around here. We'll select this circle. Shift D, drag it down, try it snapping back on. Scale it down, just so it's like a little fitting coming off the bottom of it. Small enough. Yeah, I didn't. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Just a little bigger. Shorter. Like that. That looks alright. Grapple back in. How's that look? Still pretty big. I didn't scale it down at all, but I'm wondering if I should. I don't know exactly what size the cylinders are on the... Let's see. On the snowplow. I think they're smaller, honestly, so it might be a good idea to just make them smaller now. Yeah. Looks good. It's just kind of big. Yeah. It's easy to change though. Let me add the grapple back in. Of course, we can always scale it in G, but I'm trying to avoid making have to do that. Probably end up having to anyway, the way it goes with me. Pretty dang close. That looks dead nuts. Still a little tall. Of course, you can kind of sink it down into it too. That's kind of what the point of the tube there on the bottom is. Give you room to drop it down in. Maybe we need to make the whole diameter smaller and then shorten it. I think it is a little tall. I get 0. Okay, so now let's do that then. Let's take all these points down a little bit, and then just generally shrink it down just a little more. I need to see how it's going to line up with the hose in game too to be able to really know if it's going to work for sure. But we're going to get it close. How's that? That looks pretty good. Hey, appreciate you, Farmson Freak. Yeah, we are right there, dude. We're 99 subscribers away, 98, something like that. Let me see where we're at, because I'm sure we went up a couple today since I checked last. This is 4,901, so I feel like it should be a little bit bigger. I don't know. I think from there we can at least tweak it. I might have went a little too small. Let me make it a little bit bigger, and then I'm going to leave it at that. We're going to UV it, get it out of here, and go. Because it's the end of the stream anyway, so we'll make it just a little bigger. About like that. Yeah. And we can export it. I'll UV real quick. So then UV, smart UV project. Okay. Adding a rotary tiller. I had thought about it at one point. It might come in a later update. For now though, no. I don't know if you've seen everything, Scoot, that I have for it. In just a second here, I'll get everything in. There's probably some stuff in here I haven't shown you. There is a trailer eventually I'd like to have pretty well modeled for it. And it's got all sorts of options. You can take each of the sidewalls down. You got the log stakes, and it can also be a bale bed with a little toolbox if you want it or not. And then I also have, get rid of the trailer. There's the the box blade. You have the backhoe, fully modeled by me, all the way through. Looking really nice, really sweet. Still needs a few more things. I need to add some cylinders in here. I do want to get these in. Otherwise, that's all pretty much good. Pretty much ready to go. Just needs in games and everything. Obviously, hasn't done any of that yet. And then actually in another file, I have 2 more pieces that were sent to me to use for it. Just need in-game, basically. Dude, I can't either. I'm really not a ton of a JD guy either. But yeah, I'm excited. There's this roller. This should be super easy. Somebody sent me this. I'm trying to think of the guy's name. Shoot. Why can I not remember? But he did a bunch of modding for FS13 and 15, I think. And he sent this to me because he never fully got it in game. Really nice model, really well done. It's not super high poly or anything either. It's all really reasonable. Can't see the. Add that to my view screen here. Hang on. Where's it at? It's in here. Statistics. Yeah, 6,000 triangles. It's super light. Super light. That's really cool. Yeah, and that's the other thing. I really want to encourage guys that if they're, if you want to make stuff to add to it, feel free. Throw it on the mod hub, make mine a required mod, and I'm down for that, stuff like that. The thing is this gives us kind of a framework for small tractors like this that we haven't really had, and that was really kind of my main overarching goal for the project. Is I really wanted the framework to be there. So if other people wanted to make small tractors, now you have attachments. Quick attach hitch, yeah, we could do all sorts of stuff for it. There's tons that could be done. This is really cool. It's a sprayer, and the way I have it set up right now as well, for what he sent me, I went ahead and made it so that way we could also use it as a liquid trailer. That was my thoughts here. And I even modeled the handles so that way it would show up in 2 different positions. Whichever one it is. One of them, it'll change the shutoff valve position, basically. I can't remember which one it is. It's one of these. That one. Right there. So you can have the shutoff valves in different positions. Yeah, I still need to separate that from the hoses. So, no, I don't. I did that right. So if you turn that one off, now your sprayer sections are off, and it actually disconnects the hose because you wouldn't need it. Just add it back in. That adds in basically the rest of it for whichever configuration you want it to be. So that's really cool. It's really well done as well. Like the everything in terms of modeling is like exactly the way I'd want it to be. Yeah, exactly. And that's why I started this whole project, is because they didn't give us one. I was really kind of tilted about it. It was like, I mean, a Kubota DLC without a subcompact is really kind of missing something. This is 206,000 polys, but that's with tires too. If you take the tires off, they're obviously going to go down. 116,000 without them. It's not bad at all. Pretty reasonable. All really nicely modeled under here. Everything's really well done. But yeah, this is something that'll come eventually as well. In an update, we'll get there. Should save these before I exit out. And then see about the roller. Yeah, it's just trying to make a framework for attachments that works that could be used to work with everything. So like the way I'd like it to be is like, yes, I made a backhoe here. Eventually I want to make a 3-point frame for it as well, so that way if you attach it to somebody else's tractor, it still works, and now you have a backhoe that can work with like any little subcompact. Now for mine in particular, I'm going to use the 3-point attachment. Or the way it's set up in real life is it connects legitimately to the frame. So I need to wiggle the frame around a little bit to make it work really well with mine. And there's pins and stuff that are supposed to go across and everything. And I'm gonna get in there and really model some of that stuff. But yeah, I mean, it's just trying to make a framework that works for more than just mine. I want other people to get into the small tractor game. Could you imagine like a really nice custom modding subcompact? And right now, this is only 27,000 triangles, by the way. Completely, again, hand modeled all the way through and through by me. Did every single piece. So, you know, like the potential's really there for something really cool. That's what I'm hoping for. Time it's all said and done. Somebody wants to make a Massey, somebody wants to make a this, somebody wants to make that. We can work it in, you know. I'll make my attachments compatible for everybody. But that's gonna do it. I'm gonna get this thing UV'd. I'm gonna get the whole pack sent back over to Josh and Keith, and tomorrow night is gonna be, let's do, sign up if I want to do ATS Angler or Fallout tomorrow. What do you guys think? ATS Angler or Fallout? What should we do? One of the three. Whatever, and we'll do one Thursday as well. So whatever we don't pick tomorrow. Fallout. I'm not going to run a poll or anything on this because it's in the stream, but I don't know. Might just depend on how I feel in the morning. ATS. We haven't done an ATS in a couple weeks. I might do an ATS tomorrow, and then we'll do Fallout Thursday. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. ATS tomorrow, Fallout Thursday, and then Monday back to work on this. So ATS, yep, I'm down with that. Okay, let's do that. All right, guys, that's going to be it for tonight. Hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful evening. I will see you guys tomorrow. Appreciate all the new subscribers and the new people popping in here today. All the likes and you guys hanging out, talking to me, keeping me on track. Have a good evening.